That I've still got a few things to learn on the YouTube software side. But all good. That I've still got. So I'm just gonna chill for 10 minutes and get set up and do a little thing or two. And then normally the room will just get a bit busier. Maybe I can look at some progress I had on some debugging things. I was working today in the coffee shop and I didn't fix the bug I had, but I was able to implement something that simulated successful animation. So I've sort of realized what the bug isn't. So it's some really good progress. Hopefully. There it is. There is the animation. So what we got going was, let's have a look. Kind of rotate this little Homer. That's the first animation we've had, I think. But this is not what the animation looks like, okay? So we've just hacked it to kind of make it work, to test if everything's working, basically. So we've just found a bone, and we're just animating a bone, which is in the structure. Try the wolf model. I have some other models, or maybe just the woman. And so this looks quite natural, this animation, okay, but when I load this woman, and you see it just animates one bone, because by chance the dragon, it animates the first bone, which is the tail, so that looks natural. But if you animate the first bone on a human, it might be their neck or something, and it's just going to destroy the thing. Like it's not going to be realistic. So you will see. Let's create Sophia here. There we go. So it's doing the same move as the tail. So on a tail it looks like it's working, right? Looks like it's normal. But now we have animation, which is it's like the whole life of the game. Dragon when it's not enforced identity. So the goal is going to be get the full animation working, which is actually the dragon walking, sort of breathing fire. Let me get Blender. Let's look at the animation. By the way, this is not my model. I didn't animate this. Didn't draw it. I don't know why the animation just stopped. It'd be good to show it you guys. I've not used Blender for 2 years, by the way. Animation player, where did it go? Here we are. So this is what we want to render. Get the lights on and the actual scene. It's just loading. Here we are. So you can imagine once we get animations going and some scene lights, we'll all of a sudden have a real simulation. Interestingly, the woman that I was rendering yesterday, obviously there's still a bug, but I never tested her animation, and after 2 days of trying to find the bug, I thought, let me see what the animation looks like, and in Blender, let me see if she's on here somewhere. The animation was actually broke. Open recent. And she's gone. So that's a little bit of what we want to create. Here's the lady. Although she's actually massive, she's like 10 times bigger than she should be, or 5 times. There we are. You can actually fit on the screen at once. This is what I have a function that's sort of hacking this, that's forcing it to render like that. Okay, there's a little intro. Now, let's fix this bug. Maybe it'll be another 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. So if you need something to keep you motivated whilst you're doing some project, this is your stream. Go get your coffee. tests. Currently, the following renders the woman in a smooth type bending way, and the dragon too. Although on the dragon it looks more natural. Okay, let's fix this bug. Maybe we can make that a bit bigger. No, I think that's okay. Yeah, that seems to be cleaner code. I believe. Why have we lost count? Oh. Probably that. So what we're doing here is we're going to have 3 functions that will test how my scroll on the mouse is just a bit wild. Let's get a new mouse immediately. So we're going to have 3 functions. Should do it. I think this should give us the same result, this one. But now we've got all 3 models, all 3 functions ready. The initialized one just bends naturally, but obviously breaks since it's Really, man. Seems legit. Okay, let's try this second. Hey. Welcome to the channel. Now we're going to... I don't know why that was necessary. Generates... Let's do the minimal test, because I think this didn't work last time. So depending on which one of these works, it will give clues to where the animation import functions are breaking. So the minimal one doesn't animate, but that might be because I think it's just animating the first bone. So I'm going to load the dragon as well. Okay, let's load the dragon here. What's interesting is that I think it might be animating her successfully. Yeah, so the first one is giving a little twist, you see. So the animation is working. It was hard to see. When I forced identity, that forces the animation to stop. And then when I turn that off, I clocked it, as we say. No animation. Don't, the sun's obviously not animation, that's just the lighting. I can turn that off. So if I take it back to, so it's like a gentle animation. So the dragon will be animating as well somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. If I put wireframe on, you'll see it. But it should be anyway. Yeah, it's there, look. The tail. So that will stop it. And there's animation. It's probably bone 1. Good to have you with us, Dandy Wallaby, GD. I recognise your display picture, just the sort of colour of it. I don't know for sure. I'm going to update that. Second one, which was the simplest basic one. What was the function name? I think it looked really fast on the dragon because it was just a very small portion, so it... Hey, I'll come to that question in a sec. Shout out, not in April. Third test. I saw your live get recommended. What's your thoughts on vibe coding? So my first thoughts that come to mind is if I had no coding experience and then I started vibe coding, it would be great because I can see results fast. So you feel good and you're more motivated when you're creating. Now, so I think that is really motivating. But then there's so much help. I wouldn't say it's too much help. I don't think that's true. But it depends on the person. I think it depends on how good of a learner you are, because you can sort of cheat, and you can just. But it depends on your goal. I think it can rob you from learning. Like, I'm gonna make this engine, and it could be 4 or 5 times faster, and so I just won't learn as much because. Why won't I learn as much? Because there's just not enough time to remember everything. So if it takes longer, you lose time, but you remember a lot, more bugs, more stress, more pain. But if the project you're doing takes a year, you're gonna learn a lot. So I like it because I know that I have some discipline, so you won't see me copy and pasting all the time, unless I'm stuck on a bug, I don't mind. So it depends on the learner. And also, I think this question's been asked many times, like when the calculator was invented, and now they said everyone's going to be stupid. This is kind of different in a way, but maybe it's not, I don't know. From the outside, from like how you'd look back on the calculator being invented, you'd think that wasn't a big deal, but it was. People would say like, it's going to make everyone stupid now, but it just kind of lifted people to a new level. Then that was the new foundation. So maybe, who really knows? Yeah. What's everybody's thoughts? So I think don't vibe code. I hate the phrase. I use it, but I think I have mixed feelings about the phrase. Also, I always look forward, like in 10 years time, people in their 20s will laugh at that kind of question. Like, you used to have no AI. How did you do anything? You used to learn all that code yourself. And then in 20 years and 30 years and 40 years and 50 years, a lot of us are still going to be alive, right? And one of the best skills I think you can learn in life is the ability to relearn, to forget old things and change your ways. Most people can't do that. If I go into a Discord a year ago or 2 years ago and talk about ChatGPT, all the really good coders would just like hate it. They'd be like, oh no, it's rubbish, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought, this is a mindset. Like, some people have this mindset and they're kind of right. Like, and you might say the young people will be more like, no, you need this, it's just development. So I just don't want to be 50 years old and hating every new technology that comes out. I hate that mindset. They're just some random thoughts, like my opinions. But imagine we look back at this video in 10 years, which we'll be able to do, by the way, or just these kind of conversations. I started this engine again 10 days ago. I was doing it last year and the year before, just to learn. My goal is to learn, and so I'm never going to cheat myself. But yeah, the speed I've done and the speed I've had to get this far on this engine, I mean, it's right at the start, but it's just been so much faster because ChatGPT's got better. The knowledge I learned from my old engine, like I started again and I thought, I failed. And then as I've gone through this, I was like, wow, I've really learned so much. I forgot all the different systems I learned. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I don't feel guilty. The skill today is to learn, like I'm scrolling on X, Twitter, when I'm like going on public transport or something, and I'm seeing all this stuff about Claude and agents, and I'm like, wow, this is really what you need to. I think if you're in the field, you should know how to code. You should have made a few big projects, or you want to have that confidence in yourself. But I'm looking at, and I see like people using agents, and I'm like, I need to learn how to use agents, and I don't think it's hard necessarily, but I think that's what a coder is today in between now and next year and 18 months, the skill then will be, do you know how to use agents to get 5 pieces of software or 30 AI bots creating code for you? But then the problem with that is it's going to be very, very quick. It's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to change very fast from being someone who can use agents to, in 2 or 3 years, that won't be the new thing, that'll be gone. So I think it's hard to gauge. And people like Elon and the Anthropic CEO, he made a comment today about, like, in 6 months he thinks you won't need to code anymore. And I think they're too close to it, because what they're saying is true, but they're kind of forgetting that some people are just coding in like small offices, just like really simple coding jobs. So they're probably too close to it to give a good opinion, and maybe way too far away. Yeah, so I think it's going to become about, can you control an agent? But I also think that will come and go. It'll be then about something else. And it'll be interesting if society can, I don't know if society can handle that much change. Because I think what you'll see is maybe Gen Z and like, so I'm millennial, like the generations after me, they like the change. But I think between now and the next 3 years, it's going to be wild for them as well. And when you see like the cutting edge generation be like, whoa, this is too fast, I think that will be, what will that be? I think that's going to happen. So people in like 30s and 40s and 50s, 60s, like, this is quite fast, especially if you're just trying to catch up. But I think the late teens and the 20s are going to be saying the same thing in like 2 years. It's just going to be crazy. But really, you only need one job in life. It's like you go through your feeds and you see all this stuff on like dating advice and stuff, and all these people influencing about marriage and women and men, and I'm like, you only need one partner. You only need one job. You only need one project. So just the most important thing is to keep your brain able to learn. So when it changes in 6 months and it changes again in 3 years, are you able to say, I've just spent 4 months learning that, but probably I need to move to that. And as long as you've got an income or something. But shout out to the students, because it's an interesting transition you're going to go through. Yeah, anyone can play basketball, anyone can use agents. Yeah. You probably will be judged by other devs, and like, just practically speaking, in that background, in that sort of environment, you might have to be wise and be judged, and sort of don't necessarily show your true colours, but they might be just too old school to adapt. There's always an older generation above you, unless you're like 90 years old. And just be wise in your environment, and then in 5 years just say, I told you so. You know. So yeah, you will be judged, but it doesn't mean that you're wrong. Just always think, what is this going to look like in 5 years? Like, I was on the Discord forums 18 months ago, and it was like, oh no, you can't use them tools, and I just thought, this is a mindset, this is going to change in 2 years, it's just going to. And now you go on there and everyone's using it. Yeah, you won't be judged for any, but you'll be judged by every gen, older or not. But these are just my opinions. I have strong thoughts, but as soon as you get some new information, like when ChatGPT first came out, or even DLSS for graphics, like programming, like the upscalers, you thought, this can't look good. How can it take a low resolution image and make it look better? And then you see it happen and you're like, oh, this is something new. And kind of how we all felt when we used AI. And then there's going to be something else that comes in, and it's all happening very fast, because ultimately it's about money and warfare and power. So the governments need the strongest, so it's not going to slow down. We might hit certain bottlenecks, but I don't know what they are. it's interesting, and I quite like Elon Musk, but he used to talk about AI safety for so long when he was beefing with ChatGPT, but now his AI is catching up. He doesn't talk about AI safety anymore. He just wants to get ahead. Third test, so what's the next one? But it's always good to hear people's thoughts. This one. Any experts on animation in here, by the way? Oh, I didn't share my code there. I'll just share my code. So should I explain what's going on? So instead of the bones that come with the animation to move the dragon, we're creating a vector of bones, and then we're generating some. So they don't really fit the model, but it just kind of takes like an initial vertice, like the tail of the dragon or the foot of the woman. It throws a bone in and it just moves it, and just to see if the pipeline for animation's working, because the real models are broke. And so Claude has given me 3 different functions that will test that, and the first 2 have proven that my pipeline works. So we are set matrix for array. We're taking the temporary bones and passing them to ubones, which is an array in my vertex, I believe. This is the vertex shader. So this is GLSL, which is graphics, a program that runs on the graphics card. Where is ubones? So a uniform is basically a variable that comes from the code on the processor to the graphics card. So we're sending the bones to this animation shader. So there's that function there that's commented out, this one and this one. I'm just trying to find out the sort of, we're trying to, what's the word? Trying to narrow it down, trying to eliminate what it could be. Yeah, shout out to Arch Alistair 21. I'll be honest, like, so I was quite, I left one job, I don't know how many years ago, so let's say 5 years ago, and I'd done some coding on C, but I think I only did like 2 chapters when I was a teenager. I was quite ahead with web design and like hacking when I was a little one. But I did a bit of C, and it was before YouTube. I'm not that old, but it was before YouTube. But so it was a book, and I got to one chapter, maybe chapter 3 on functions, and I just didn't understand it. But I was intelligent enough that if there was a YouTube video at the time, or just somebody else, it would have been quite easy. But I just, in the book from like 1980, I didn't understand. And then I grew up and I did one job, then I quit, and I thought, let me try technology again. And I said to myself, I'm going to try to code C++, I'm going to try for 1 month. And I'm not going to have a big vision of a new career. What I'm first going to do is try for 1 month, and if I get it a little bit, then I'm going to have a big vision. And so I tried to code for 1 month. I did a course on Udemy. I'll type it now. I think somebody had a voucher for this course. Shout out all my typos. And like, I think about a week in, I was like, oh, I think I'm okay. I'm not like a genius. I'm not really smart, but I think I know enough to start this. And so I just, I did this course, and then 2/3 through, I was like, wait a minute, what do I get when I'm finished? And you don't get a certificate. And I was like, oh, I don't have a job. I won't get any proof. But I almost finished this course. It's like, Hey man, welcome. Of course, I think it was like £10. Somebody paid for me. Also on udemy.com, the courses are usually $200 and then every weekend they go down to 10 quid. So don't pay a lot. Don't pay more than 10, 20, $30 or euros for a course. Then I think it was edX.org. Then I found Microsoft were giving certificates on some coding courses for C++ that you can put on your LinkedIn. So I paid I paid myself for one of those for like $50, 50 euros. And I used all my knowledge I already had. So I did this like 3 months course in one, like maybe 2 weeks. But your comment reminded me of that because I remember watching somebody's screen on YouTube. What was his name? Was it Chile? He's a YouTuber. I think he's from Japan, but I think he's like American accent. You don't see him, he doesn't have a video. And he's like foul language, but is the most entertaining person. And I just watched his code. I'll put mine up now. And I think he just had a class in C++ on the screen. And let's have a look. And I saw all these things like these double dots here between the functions, and I was just like, this guy is a genius. That's how you feel when you see this. That's how I felt when I saw him. And I was just like, okay, that guy's in like a different realm. And so on the journey, you just learn building blocks. And as you learn building blocks, the mystery starts to disappear. And it's quite tempting to some people who can code don't think nothing of it, but people who can't code will be like, oh, you must be like really smart. But not really, I'm just like, I'm average intelligence. And I think most coders are, but it's good to have that feeling where people will say like, oh, you look really smart. And so people don't say, oh, actually it's not that difficult. They just take the adulation and all the colors on the screen. But that's just me learning one thing at a time for just a consistent little journey. Like my maths isn't great. Yeah, I think you're right with the pointers and stuff. I remember I started a war in Discord about them before because I wanted to use, everyone was saying you shouldn't use raw pointers, and I was like, okay, everybody seems to say this, so I agree, like you lot know more than me. But now I want to learn them so I can understand how code has changed and understand the value of why new pointers are so good, because I can see the weaknesses of old ones. And everybody was going crazy, like, oh, don't do it, waste your life, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody just said, look, if he wants to use them, why don't you just shut up and let him use them? The world's not going to end. So you come across a lot of mindsets in coding, like you should do this, you should do that. But what you should do is start the journey, learn, and just keep going. And every time you quit, get over yourself, and a month later, just kind of pick yourself up and carry on. And that's what I do. Okay, I think my last, this engine has like 3 features in it, or maybe like 5. There's nothing at the minute. My last engine had like maybe 30 features in. But on the last engine, I also got stuck on animations. Okay, that seems to be doing the same as before, but a bit slower. Let me just see if I change the code. Yeah, I did. Third test seems like the minimal test. What can we say have we learned about the error source. So what's everybody working on at the minute in their coding journey? Arch Ouster 21. It's interesting you say that because I did a stream 3 nights ago of trying to reverse engineer a game. I'm going to type the name of the game because my a relative wanted me to do like to try and get some reverse engineering going, but the game's not used anymore, so it's like there's no issues involved in reverse engineering. I think there's only private servers, but it's my my relative. He uses Cheat Engine, and I think that's how he learned. So maybe you could help them because they're stuck. And actually, they only want to make a utility for the game that does legal moves. So he wants to, instead of clicking the mouse, he just wants something outside of the software, but injected, that does it. So really learning for him. And he's often talking about pointers. But he doesn't understand pointers from C++, from a code point of view, only from, I think, an assembly point of view, which I think are not necessarily, because you can create a pointer in C++, but then probably the compiler creates pointers as well to resources, I'm guessing. So probably in assembly, you see 2 pointers, and for someone who doesn't know assembly, I wouldn't know which one I made and which one was added. It's just a reference to a memory, right? And function pointers and stuff. Yeah, I do think, like, when you get so many issues with pointers, the new ones are a gift. Yeah, that's interesting. I think this is my first time hosting a pointer discussion. It'll be safer to talk about politics. Okay, let's see what we learn. Your rendering pipeline is perfect. The problem is not in your rendering code. I don't think I do use RST. Search everywhere. RS. It's debugging, because I tried a different order on the transforms and stuff, and I think it still thinks I have the wrong order. Compose TRS. Let's decompose. I'm going to ask this AI to write me an handover of the debugging we just did, so then I can put that information into ChatGPT as well. So I'll see what they both say. Okay, so we're going to add a switch that changes how it turns debugging on and off, basically. Let's not delete the vector. Where did you learn assembly? Was it from gaming and cheat engine and so on? So extern ball means we will put makes it global, I think. Yep. And you need to define it in one CPP. We just need a checkbox for that. Yeah. So this is IM GUI, by the way, if you're not familiar with it. Nice. There was some software called something Ice that was kind of used for that sort of stuff when I was a teen. I'm going to put this animation. Debug. Here. For what do we call it? Test animation. And you want a reference to the boolean. Not sure if that's going to work. Maybe. We're barking up the right tree. Okay, let's import. It's running really slow. I think it's because I'm outputting so much in the console for debugging. Moving, by the way. Apparently these functions will match the size of the skeleton. And I need something to turn this debugging off because it's just printing out too much. Where is it? This one here. Let's see if that new function does animate her more fully. See, the AI is a little bit confused. Windows. Is that easier to hack? I went to Linux last year. Why did I do that? I don't remember. Okay, it's not doing either at the minute. Oh, what was in the console? Because it was too much information. Pre-normalized result. Pre-normalized result. There's too much debugging going on. What was it? Test. Use test. I think the data's been overwritten. Temp bones, yeah. My bad. How about you? What are you working on? Which OS? So create test bones. And here is temp bones. Okay, so fix the shader upload relating to the clause. It only ever uploads the non-test bones, so you just need both. missing? What missing there? It sounds really dumb, but actually the problem I'm having is my roller mouse. So it's just slowing down everything. No, it's outside the loop. I think that's right. I have this thing, my Logitech mouse broke. So is that the broken version? In other words, the thing I was debugging. And then this is the test animation. It should smoothly just animate the whole thing. As you can, it's obviously broken, but it's smooth and it loops. And the new function for debugging affected every bone. You can see that's deforming it naturally. Now if I take the test animation off, the debugging one, this is what was actually broke. I can force identity and it shows you like bind pose. The bind pose is like how she was created, like kind of like frame 1. But it considers bones, which means it's working. So whatever's evaluating how the matrices are and how it all comes together is obviously broke. Like you can see that's a very intelligent movement. Obviously she's broke, but the actual error, this one here that's a real bug. That's the debugging. Actually, what I want to do is test it on the Dragon as well, just to see if it kind of breaks smoothly, but in the same way. Pirate OS, I've never heard of that. OpenGL is really fun once you get going with a few things. Yeah, it might be space. The problem is, this is my first, I've never really done animation. Okay, so as far as your last comment, let me pull that up. First, I'm just going to render the Dragon, just to make sure. You know, I was thinking to myself today, I thought, if or when I fix this bug, I think the help is going to come from the chat. So maybe you're going to help me now. Okay, let's load the Dragon. I think I've loaded the wrong file. that crashed because that was the non-animated version. Let's try again. And then I'll pull up some functions that you can sort of give your opinion on. The problem with the AI is it's sort of sure, but then it's told me before, like, I'm 100% right, that was its words yesterday, and then it wasn't. And it kind of reminded me of, there's some stories of people like really struggling with mental health, and then they've listened to the AI. Where's it got in the banding box? Can't even click it now. And the AI's kind of ruined it. Let's create another one here. So the test animation should be smoother than that, right? That's interesting. I never heard of the parrot. I'm just going to load this woman again. I at least want my debugging to be consistent, otherwise it's really not good. Yeah, okay. I think we're still good. Check space. Bones need to be in the space mesh to be in a space matching shader. Could this be a space issue? I love how excited it gets and confident. Let's see if we can look if it's a space issue or not. Sometimes debugging is just not fun. Where's everybody calling from, by the way? Like, countries or regions? Doesn't that mean that the matrix is like recursive as well? Because it's receiving this matrices. I guess that's how it works. USA. Sweet. I've never been there. Can we put this in here or just throw it in the header? Yeah, I do have that function, I thought so. And it's the animation evaluation. Maybe it just has the time. Yeah. Okay, I did the global inverse, and I didn't fully understand what it was doing, but I saw that it was important, so I did it, and then it didn't change anything, and then it said change it back, and so I changed it over 10 times. I got annoyed. This was yesterday. By the way, actor X form. What's that? And also, what does it look like to you? Like intuitively, does it seem? Do you think it's space? I've just realised, so this function tries all spaces, but what does that mean? Like, it changes every frame. Maybe I need to check some instructions. Should change every 3 seconds. Let's see if that changes in 3 seconds. It probably doesn't have the time, the right time. Yeah, the time is resetting. Let me just put the right time in. Time sec. Oh, it's the time that's been set, I think. That's being sent to the parameter. Time set. Okay, I've gone crazy. To call the function, of course, evaluate animation pose. It's Visual Studio, but I've just changed the theme to Cyberpunk. That's it there. But why wouldn't it find that when I was just searching for that function? I was searching for that, right? Yeah. Test all spaces. I need the header. Okay, so now we have the time to, well, hopefully we have the time that goes through so it can animate. Just for, by the way, I found animation harder than getting physics working in a game engine, like, just so much harder. Why is it crashing? Why is it crashing? No, this is the fix. I wonder if I've got some recursion going on. Test all spaces. Test all spaces. Test all spaces. Yeah, I have. But how do I call test all spaces in the render loop? Since if I call it, it's recursive. Okay, so that stays the same. So I did have it right. Come on. I hope somebody else is watching this and a bit lost, but I'm just about getting there now. Oh, so where's the enum come from? I'm guessing it's here. Yep. So this is why you need to know to code. What's going on here? So then the AI can be powerful. You get a little bit stuck, you fix it quite quickly. Instance. Don't know if I'm still connected. I think I got cut for a moment. It just said OBS is disconnecting. And then I came back. Okay. Nope. I'm gonna make a new edit for these. Animation debug.h. Actually, I should have called that animation spaces. And the C++. Seems okay. Need to include a debugger. a better error if it's simple. Unresolved symbol, evaluate animation period of space. Test all spaces. Interesting. I don't understand the error. There might be another file. No, there's no other file using it. Just all spaces. That needs to come last. That symbol depends on it. Nope. Animation space. Can I forward declare these, or is that stupid? I mean, if that works, that won't be my fix. Redefinition. Getting unresolved symbol on evaluate animation pose with space and test all spaces. I put them in spaces. Okay. CPP then H in main. The name of the CPP. Okay, that's interesting. Gotta fix that one quick. Let me delete that. So when I made that CPP file, I actually clicked .header by mistake, and so I just renamed it. What's it called? I don't know if this will work, but if what it just said is true, then it will work. No, not class. Go away. New item. CPP. Here we are. So then it might say now I've got the same symbol too many times or something. Spaces.h. Yeah, it definitely wasn't including this before, was it? Where is that animation eval? Wait, it's in there though. I don't know if forward declaring them. Yeah, that should be okay. Maybe now it's in too many places. What? Oh, I did the wrong ones, that's why. What a dumbass. evaluate. Is compose in there? What is going on? Animation spaces debug. Gotten lost. Is that because we had it twice? space name is, that's going to be a clue. What might be, did I forward declare in main? Might be the if not defined or something. Surely that should be at the top. I got rid of a lot, so now linker. Sample quote unresolved symbol from animation spaces. Debug. Yeah, it's a static. Raptics. Compose. That was a journey. It might still crash in the call chain. See, if you try to fix that with AI, it would be assertive and going down one direction, but I changed so much, you can't really communicate that. The time's still stuck. Underscore test. I can go away. I'm glad you're still here. You saw the trauma then, didn't you? What are you working on? don't need a debug for that, surely. Did you see that error? It was a symbol error, but it was because I didn't have any braces in the if statement. So the compiler didn't know what the day was. The time is still not going on. Let's just see if we get into that statement. Okay, makes sense. The spaces are changing. I've got the console up on the side. It's drawing now in the inverse. There you go. You just saw it change, right? It's going for every space. So we need to find the one where it looks like a dragon. Let's make him small. Where's it gone? I hate this clickable disappears. This one's now a lot smaller. This is the identity space apparently. Global inverse root. So I guess it's not a space issue. Oh wait, that seems normal. What space was that? I don't know if that was normal or not. One before global inverse. There, that one. No offset. Use test. Use space cycling. False also. Let's just see if we can find the way back home and draw. Just render the dragon. Force identity birds. Just want to get rid of all the debug info that I don't need. Might be a 15-minute break, I think. If you're still in the chat, feel free to give me a little heart or make a comment. Not necessarily a heart or smiley face. There's the little things in the bottom right. It just helps the algorithm. Or do it when I get back. I'm gonna get a warm drink. I'll leave the music on. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to me. Can't remember if I had my hat on before or not, but look at that banana, that looks toxic. And I got a protein shake. I appreciate it. I didn't even know you were still here. You never know who's coming and who's going. I remember, so my streaming's not been consistent. Like, I've just got back to streaming like 10 days ago. But when I was streaming a lot last year, sometimes I'd go for a break and I would come back and there was more viewers when I was on a break than when I would be here. So I don't know what that algorithm thought about me. This is yeah, protein, so it just looks like, I don't know, gunk. Space cycling. That was before the call, right? Yeah. There's something at the top. What I understand about the algorithm is it's quite, or just people really, not the algorithm, but it's visual. So if my channel gets recommended and all you can see is code, well, they all look like that. But when I've got animations in, then within a week, I'll have a nice world built. It's easy to get models in, but you want it animated. So I'm just hoping it can really help the channel to grow, just to get some community. And also for me, just to get moving. Why does this load in the same big place? Let's give it a... We can live down there, maybe. That's a mistake. Oh yeah. Apparently there should be some new debug information that I don't see. Just pause. Actually, I'm going to put this on the screen because I think it's interesting. Capture the console. Yeah, there we go. The problem is sometimes, as you can see, there's many layers, and I'm looking at a screen here, and I can just be watching Visual Studio and coding, but there can be 3 things on top of it, and I won't know. unless I'm like on the ball. So what does that say? Okay, is that what it wanted? First yeah, first rotation. Press enter. Time is garbage. Quaternion is corrupt. See, time can't be totally garbage because the time was incrementing. So let's see what time variable it was using. And what is a clip? And yeah, as you can see, the animation at the bottom of the screen works. This is the problem. Actually, I'm going to give it the whole function. Found the bug. It's so confident. If it works, I'll be interested about that. I don't think there's an error. Crazy. How it said it's definitely right a minute ago. Okay, I want to use test animation. Is it possible to use test animation? By the way, I do have grammar, but I just don't care. And also the space cycling together just by activating the boot. So now we'll be able to use some bones that aren't corrupt, I believe. By the way, I already did that mistake, didn't I, on the console? I left it open. I said I'd do that. Give me an IMGUI. Displays all the bone data and matrices data, so I can evaluate for corrupt data on screen. Okay, so that fake bone data is still working. Oh wait, it's in a... Put it in main. Put that at the top because we're saying that later on there's going to be a function with this name, and then we put all the details of the function further down. So when it comes across, so this is line 100 odd, and we say we have a function called draw bone data, but we don't say what the function does. And on 1725 we tell it to run that function, but it's not until further down, like on 3000, where we define the function. So it doesn't know how to run it, but because we put the function name at the top, it's called a forward declaration. It basically means when you see this name later on, go and look for the rest of that function. We're saying it does exist, otherwise it would just say like this function is not real. So you put all your function names at the top, or you can do, if you're not using header files. So now we should have some inspection tools. I don't know if they're going to work yet. They probably will, because it's quite simple. Okay, here, this is the tool, Bone Data Inspector. And then when we click animation, it will fill. That's normally the idea. Second. I'm going to remove that console thing. Totally. Where is it? Console. Okay, so here's the new tool. Let's instantiate something. Here we go. So we'll put it in this one. So that's the old one, Bone Data Inspector. We'll up. That's cool. It's got all the different things. You might not be able to see rolling, posing, its eyes moving, fireball. So the different animations it has. Where is the Homer here? Bone data inspector. Bone matrices. No bone matrices computed yet. Bind pose. Bone data inspector. Bind pose. This all looks okay. Like there's no weird numbers. Like the rotations are all under 1, so it goes from 0 to 1. Local bind also all under 1. Animation keys. That's interesting. So I think it's gone red. Has it made it red for a reason? Like if there's an error. And that's the first one. Let me just check. I'm not sure how he's designed it. Warnings for invalid rotations. Is that where we were? Oh. Some rotations were red. Yeah, bad quaternion shown in red. Length not 1. That's the issue. Yeah, this is the issue. So I had another. If we go to animation debug, so when you move a model, animate it. There's 3 things. There's rotating it. Here you can see. There's translation, which is moving it. So you can move a ball to a different location, but you don't roll it. You just put it in a different location. That's translating it. Obviously, rotating it is like rolling it. And then scale is if you make something bigger or smaller. Like you might tense somebody's arm in an animation, and as the muscle gets bigger, you've scaled it. Now these 3 don't work at the minute. I've just turned them off, but I could do it so it would animate 1 at a time, and the rotation was always breaking. And now this is saying the rotations are all in red. Let me just scroll down. Yeah. So that's 2 things that I've seen where rotations are giving errors. Which is good news, by the way. Although, I need to load up, to be sure, I need to load up the actual animation, not the test animation. But I think it's going to be the same or worse. Some rotations were red. All when using the test generated animations that was smooth. I'll try now with the real data. Wait, did I change the code? I don't think I did. Use test. False. Let's force identity. Wait, not yet. I feel like I'm getting important information, but I don't feel much closer to the solution. I said this last time, right? sure why it's flickering. Has it been flickering before? I've never seen that. Reserve channel. Let's do the first 10 or 7. Pause that, wasn't I? What was it coming up as rotation keys? Raw async key. Why did it not give so many? I told it to loop 7, but only see 2. Is it possible they're not there and it's garbage data? How do these two look? Okay, I'm in Blender. How do I animate? So maybe it's a Blender issue. Let's have a look. If it's not been a bug all this time, that's going to be annoying. Okay, bear with me. tabs. Yeah, where have they gone? Oh, there we go. Animation. File, export, FBX. Selected objects. Scale 1. Apply scalings. So we're just worried that because the animation works in Blender, but maybe how it's been exported is not accurate. So I'm looking for export, as it says on Claude, FBX unit, apply FBX unit scale. Alright, there we go. Head forward, Y up. I'm just going to try that because that should have been on and it wasn't. And then, what do I call it? Test. Oh, it's saving still. Let's try that. Alright, test is there. Then I'll go through all the details properly if that doesn't fix it. The problem if this works, it probably means that it wasn't me last time either, because it's the model. Okay, well that's completely different, but I don't mind that. The identity pose and the bind pose. Right, let's go to the bone matrices. Yeah, the rotation lengths are still above 2. I mean above 1. Okay, what else can we look at? Export. Export FBX. I just want the armature and the mesh. Apply modifiers. Only deformed bones. I think add leaf bones is no. that's alright. Oh, I didn't take it off. Right, 3 messages until 4 AM. It's time for ChatGPT. So strange. My bad. I have a paid subscription on ChatGPT, so it should be all good. like that. So it's good knowledge. The problem is if you get good knowledge in debugging and then that you don't fix it until like an hour later, 5 more bugs later, that you don't really associate the new knowledge with the resolution, and so you don't retain it as well because it didn't do anything. So I want to find some good knowledge and then it's all fixed and have the light bulb moment. Wow, that was scary looking. The space has gone dodger. It's when I move. Oh, I think the shader's not compiled. I deleted an eye. No, tell me a little bit about that. Like, I do have it obviously saved there, and I think I know what I'm doing with it. but I've never really had version control. I guess you can just branch off and then kind of your code base is safe in different branches, right? I guess that's the idea. Proceeds to make game engine but doesn't know how to use Git. Bone inspector, okay. What's interesting here is this debugging tool came from Claude, but now ChatGPT seems to be using it better. Can I make that text bigger? Yeah, make that text a bit bigger and even, oh, not that big. Even the code. I just expected that those digits, if they were normalized, should, or maybe they will add up to 1, because I don't know how it's going to affect them. You can have a main branch, then a branch that goes off testing a feature. If it breaks, you can go back. If the feature doesn't work, then you don't have to dig in code to remove it. I don't know why it's giving that flashing now. You're getting flashing, aren't you? Maybe it's stopped now. Let me. What's funny is when you're having flashing on your screen, there's usually an error in my shader. If the feature works on testing branch, you can merge it with the main branch, essentially introducing it into the main branch with no real issues. Yeah. I might do that on my next thing. Or I wonder if I can manage a debug branch where I have like a crap load of debug tools and the code. Maybe that don't make sense actually. And I guess because I'll be downloading and uploading right to Visual Studio, when I switch the branch. But I guess it would only be like the file that I've changed, so it won't take long. Hopefully. Okay, let's see some normalized bones. Oh wait, is that all the red gone? Look at all that red gone home there. Why so many bones though? What's cool is all them white labels, the AI will actually be able to read it. So obviously, I'm using Git for my commits and stuff, but not in a better way you're suggesting. I'm not sure I want to implement it now. Not that it's really an implementation, but I like things to go smoother on stream. But, you know. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, it's a GLM. Was that rotation length error there last time? Let's have a look. No. This came up when I changed the function, so I reverted it. Yeah, I was using VS Code so I could bring it in. Well, I was using Cursor so I could use Cursor over AI, but it just destroyed my stream. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You've been good company. I forgot where you said you was. Somebody was in the US. That was you, right? I think you was the only one that responded then. I sort of stream. I think I've streamed every day at least once for like 10 days now. Well, I've been streaming now for 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. So that's the kind of time I start. Sometimes I like to start a bit earlier. Open that comment. Thanks for the info on Git. I'll try and get some version stuff going. It's quite basic knowledge that I should have. Like, I think I know how to do it, but more or less. Yeah, sweet. Have a good evening. I think it's early evening for you. 3 AM almost here. Yeah, I thought it was about that time. Night, evening. I have a friend in, I don't know if it's in that time zone, but more or less. Okay, that works. Thanks again, man. A woman, good night. I seem to be doing that right. Really vibe coding territory. I think I already had the F mod. Okay, it's 3 AM here. This will be the earliest I've been to bed in a few days. So good night, everybody. And this is where I'll continue tomorrow.